Alright, hi and welcome back to our educators. So today I'm going to continue with SEAL 6.8 Physical Properties of Salt Crystals. Okay, in the previous video you learned about salts, right? Okay, sebenarnya there are some salt in the form of crystals. Crystal ni I don't know how to explain to you lah, but basically you kena faham that crystal ni dia macam apa what is crystals in bahasa Melayu? So I'm also not very sure. Okay, so crystal is like besar lah, it's like a very big salt. Okay, usually crystals ini people will use for decoration. Adalah macam-macam lah usage dia. Wait, I show you a few examples. So here are a few examples on crystals. Okay, so crystals or crystalline solid is a solid material whose constitutions are arranged in a highly ordered microscopic structure. Okay, so there are a lot lah, 7 types of crystals. Okay, so in your syllabus you kena tahu that ada such a thing like crystal wujud. You tak perlu nak tahu secara sangat detail about this crystal because dia hanya sampai kat sini je. Okay, after this you won't learn about these crystals. Okay, so what is crystals in Malay? Okay, come let's start in Malay. Sorry. Crystal. I don't know the exact term. Okay, it's okay. Whatever it is, okay, just you have to remember that you ada belajar pasal crystals. Okay, so untuk level awak boleh scroll down tengok your Google Chrome macam I tunjuk ni. Macam mana rupa bentuk crystals. You can go for your own knowledge lah. Okay, kalau nak tahu secara mendalam. But in our syllabus, we are not emphasizing about this thing unless we are emphasizing about the physical properties, means what are the properties of the crystals, how does it looks, how does it sounds, something like that. Okay, so I tutup yang ni. Okay, come back to here. Okay, so physical properties of salt crystals. Okay, so just go back to here. Okay, I want you to put a mark kat sini, paper 1. Okay, why does this like always in objective question, dia bagi a few answers, then they ask which of the following are true that describing about crystals. So either you can say he has a flat surface, maksudnya surface dia kan macam ni kan, so ni maksud flat surface, straight sides or sharp verticals. It can be like that. That's one of the characteristics. Another one, fixed angle between two adjacent surfaces. Maksudnya what does adjacent? Dia bersebelahan. It's like side to side. Okay, bersebelahan. So like side to side punya surface, like this surface and maybe, okay, contoh ada kat sini. So dia punya angles maybe same lah, something like that. Okay, and crystals, dia bentuk dia macam pelik kan? Not pelik actually, dia ada a specific bentuk, but disebabkan dia wujud dalam banyak cara, banyak bentuk, that's why they have geometrical shapes which is quite awkward. Okay, there are some crystals in cube, there are some in cuboid, there are some in rhombus and prism. So you have to memorize this one because I memang pernah jumpa soalan paper 1, tak tahu lah year berapa, soalan trial memang ada about this one. State the possible geometrical shapes of crystals. Dia ada bagilah beberapa square, circle, prism, and then dia ada kata rhombus, I guess. So I pun tak tahu lah. Okay, memang ada, tapi it's okay, whatever it is, you must know these 5 things because they can ask in paper 1 or paper 2. To date, sampai hari ni, the past 2-3 years, I tak jumpa lagi soalan berkaitan crystal in SPM. But about salts, memang 100% ada lah. Okay, so tak nak kau kena tahu juga what does this crystals means. So this characteristic is something that you should remember. So don't ever photostat this. Write on your hand in the test pad, also in your book. And different crystals has different geometrical shapes. Kan tadi I tunjukkan crystals have 7 different types, 8 different types. So if it's different types, so maybe this type dia in prism, another one type in rhombus. It's like that. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. Same crystals of different styles. Okay, maksudnya maybe you ada crystal yang kat sini ni, let's say lah dia lukis something like that. Okay, so this one maybe nampak smaller than this one, dia nampak lagi bigger. Like I perbesarkan this big one je lah. But the thing is, although it is in a different size, but still they have the same geometrical shape. Maksudnya kalau pun dia kecil besar, we won't see the kecil besar, we will see dia punya geometrical shape. Either it is a rhombus ke, prism ke, cuboid ke, cube ke, macam tu. We will see that. Faham tak? So your duty is to memorize all these 5 because this one have been asked in the textbook as a question. List out the physical properties of salt crystal. So whatever questions that they question out in the textbook, it is very relevant to be asked in exam. Relevant sangat untuk asked in exam. So nak tak nak, you kena juga understand this one. Okay, for this test yourself 6.8, I already discussed in Bahasa Melayu, uji kendiri 6.8 in Bahasa Melayu. I already discussed the answers all. So for those who are taking in English version, you can refer that video because I already give a clearest explanation about everything. So just refer there. Because when I just like I membaca saja pun, I memang tak ada apa nak explain sebab ni memang you kena ingat. Okay, if people talk about crystals, you should know they have a specific shape. Okay, specific geometrical shape. Different crystals have different geometrical shape. And you can say same crystals with different sizes, they have the same geometrical shapes. And two sides of the surfaces of a salt crystal have the fixed angle and then has a flat surface, straight sides, sharp vertical. So you should memorize all these and try to remember, try to figure out because memang dia tak pernah naik lagi dalam SPM. So I will read, maybe it end up in 2024 as a question in paper 2. List out 2 features for salt crystals. Who knows? If it came out means what you want to do. And if you cannot show the lembaga also, sebabnya memang soalan tu ada dalam buku teks and they explain about these crystals to you. So it's your job to read and make sure you remember that. Okay. A crystal has specific properties because the particles in crystals are arranged in compact. Betul. Because it is a solid one. So of course the particle there is arranged in a compact and orderly manner. Okay. But according to the design lah, if let's say it's a rhombus shape, so all the particles are arranged like it fits a rhombus shape. Dia macam tu lah. Okay, you cannot arrange that, it occurs naturally. Alright, so I want you to copy this wherever. Okay, copy in your notebook lah. Not copy off pula, copy. Okay, copy in your notebook. I want you to do this. Okay, why? Because then only you won't leka sangat, tak ingat, dan nanti keluar dewan menangis kata tak tahu soalan macam ni. Okay, so pastikan you know that. And example of salt and their uses. Okay, kat sini in this particular thing, you won't learn about salt crystals already. Okay, it's all about salt sahaja. Crystals dah habis sampai sini je. Memang dalam syllabus hanya they can ask you about the physical properties of crystals sahaja. Other than that, dia tak ada specifykan about daily uses. So you memang tak ada hak, bukan tak ada hak lah, memang you tak ada keperluan untuk nak tahu. But let's say you want to tahu, tak ada masalah because they can come out with a lot of type of questions. But yang paling penting, these 5 you knows. Okay, so sekarang all the example and the daily life application we will learn for salt, not salt crystals. Faham? Okay, so memang after this pun you learn about the preparation of salt, qualitative analysis of salt, heat of effect of heat on salt. You will learn about that. You won't learn any single thing about salt crystals already. So takat ni je lah dah habis. Okay, besides sodium chloride salt, NaCl, that we use every day, there are more salts that exist naturally as minerals in the earth's crust. Yeah, there are a lot, but we usually say NaCl lah, which is sodium chloride. Okay, the salts have their own use in various fields. So yang ni just for your prior knowledge sahaja, just for your knowledge. So baca sahajalah, tak ada apa yang sangat special pun kat sini. Tak pernah tengok ada apa-apa soalan berkaitan this item lagi. Okay, now we move on to next one. Okay, which is this example. Okay, we have salt, right? Okay, selain daripada using salt in food, okay, wait in food, we also will be using salt in agriculture. Okay, so by time you dah tahu apa maksud agriculture, which is pertanian, medicine, which is nak merawat orang, food preparation maksudnya when you prepare snacks ke apa-apa lah. Okay, preservation. Okay, food preparation and preservation berbeza. Food preparation means when you are preparing the food, you might add some certain salts just to ensure that the food tastes better, or in a way to make it more favorite for the, what do you call that, for the people to eat. But preservation is after you prepare the food, no one buys. So what you do, you have to keep the food, but you cannot keep the food for so long. So what people do, so that the food won't cepat basi, won't cepat, like what do you call that, it won't reach its time to put in dustbin. So what people will do, they will use some certain salts just to preserve it. Okay, why do we preserve it? So that we can avoid the bacteria or microorganisms from spreading there. Okay, because if your food is in moist situation, in a moist condition, for sure microorganism suka sangat to reproduce, untuk membiak kat sana. Okay, so no need lah, faham? And you should know these examples. Okay, for agriculture, the very famous one is ammonium nitrate. Okay, ammonium nitrate or ferrum 2 sulfate. These are the two famous. Okay, you may have ammonium sulfate, you have ammonium chloride, you have a lot of thing for ammonium. But remember that ammonium, okay, macam mana I told the formula to ammonium? I already told dalam video kedua, I guess. Ammonium, you start from this word 1, 2, 3, 4. So the formula is NH, correct? They have 4 words. And then if like say ammonia, still you start with the third word and 1, 2, 3. So NH3. 4 bigger or 3 bigger? 4 is bigger, so have plus lah. This is the way to remember that. Okay, so this ammonium, usually ammonium is something about fertilizers. So wherever you heard about ammonium or you heard any name of the fertilizers, mostly it's going to start with ammonium. Okay, this is what my teacher taught to me lah when I was studying chemistry. Okay, so something about fertilizers. So ammonium nitrate is a type of fertilizer. Okay, and you have ferrum 2 sulfate. For ferrum 2 sulfate dalam bahasa Melayu, in English is iron 2 sulfate. I usually get confused with ferrum and plumbum, because in bahasa Melayu is ferrum and plumbum, and in English it is iron and lead. Okay, so memang I'm very sorry for that. So iron 2 sulfate. Iron 2 sulfate we use as a pesticides to kill the pests or also grass or the things that are making your, what do you call that, the thing, the animals, source of insects that making the thing that you harvest from not growing. Faham tak? Usually petani, the farmer, not farmers, the people who active in the paddy field growing, that stuff of people, dia banyak guna iron 2 sulfate just to avoid the pesticides from attacking his harvesting thing tu lah, padi lah mostly. Okay, I don't know what is padi in bahasa Inggeris. Can you anyone comment in the comment box maybe? Okay, and next one, in medication we have calcium sulfate. Basically calcium is something about your bone. So what does calcium sulfate means? It is also called as plaster of Paris, nama lain dia. Okay, plaster of Paris tu dia ada calcium sulfate. Okay, so exam question can ask, you know, what is the other name of calcium sulfate? So plaster of Paris lah, dia akan bagi plaster of Italy lah, plaster of German lah, plaster of India lah. No, it's plaster of Paris only. Okay, so plaster of Paris to support broken bones, correct? And potassium manganate 7, I guess. Yeah, 7. Okay, this potassium manganate 7 you will learn next year as an oxidizing agent. Okay, but for salt department, potassium manganate you will be learning as an antiseptic. So we will use this as an antiseptic to treat wounds lah. Let's say you punya kawan jatuh dari motor, tangan dia semua kena darah lah, macam apa nak kata, kena apa kena luka lah. So we will clean the luka, the darah all with this potassium manganate 7 because it is an antiseptic. So it will avoid from having infection from growing, and also to treat the wound more faster. Okay, pedih sikit lah kalau pakai tu. And then food preparation, we have sodium chloride, basically garam that your mom used in dapur as a flavor. We are not simply using garam just to get a better taste, that's why they say flavor. And sodium bicarbonate, NaHCO3. Okay, this sodium bicarbonate we use to raise dough. So let's say if your mom jual kuih ke, jual cake ke, ask her, mom, are you using soda or nama lain dia sodium bicarbonate? Okay, then she will say, yeah, I'm using. Nama scientific dia sodium bicarbonate. Your parents mostly they know soda. I guess like that lah. So it's just the same thing. This one memang I pernah tengok in paper 1 question. They ask, what is the usage of sodium bicarbonate? To raise dose lah, that's the only answer. Don't say other rubbish things. And last thing, preservation. Okay, I already told you the main reason why we're doing preservation. Basically, we use sodium benzoate salt to preserve or sodium nitrate. Mostly sodium lah. Okay, sodium benzoate salt ini we use on sauces. Like you want to make chili sauce ke, tomato sauce ke, oyster sauce. Like the pengusaha, the one that make the sauce at company, we don't know that when the consumer is going to buy, yes or no. So it will be like remaining in the rack for so long until expiry date. So tak nak bagi dia cepat rosak, what they do, they put some sodium benzoate during the preparation time. I don't know how they put, but they put the sodium benzoate. So when they put the sodium benzoate, whatever happens to your mold, okay, the temperature is very cold, very hot, whatever happens in terms of temperature, not in terms of what you call that, kebakaran or something like that, in terms of temperature or changes, or from traveling from one place to another, it won't basi secepat. That's why if you buy the sauce that produced last year but still have expiry date until the another 1 year on this, let's say the sauce is produced on 2024, 2024, okay, you buy it on 2025, the expiry is 2026. So like you see, you buy after 1 year pun dia macam baru je, tak ada apa masalah pun. So why is the reason? Because it's sodium benzoate lah. This sodium benzoate yang bagi dia tahan. And next one is sodium nitrate. Sodium nitrate is different from sodium chloride because this sodium nitrate, it is also a salt which we use on processed meat such as sausages. So you can biasa beli nugget lah, sausage lah, what else lah. A lot of things lah yang frozen food tu kan. So mostly on the frozen food we will put the sodium nitrate. Why? Because we tak nak frozen food tu cepat rosak. Same reason like the sauce. We don't know when you guys are going to buy. So if we tak ada put apa-apa preservation, mungkin microorganism membiak, nanti ada ulat lah tu lah, jenuh nak jawab. Takkanlah manusia nak makan benda-benda ada ulat. Yes or no? Doesn't make sense what? So that is the main reason why we are using sodium benzoate and sodium nitrate. So nak tak nak you kena remember that sodium benzoate is for sauces. Oyster sauce, chili sauce, tomato sauce, whatever sauce in the world. Sodium nitrate for the processed meat such as sausages or maybe meat maker ke, macam tu lah, something like that. Okay, so saya rasa tu sahaja untuk video kali ni. I give a lengthy and fast explanation actually. So I dah terang cara nak bezakan ammonium dan ammonia, and then dah terang this one, physical properties of salt crystals. So I want you to do this, test yourself 6.8. Nanti boleh rujuk video in my channel how I did the solution for all the 3 questions. I will already did the Malay version, so you can wait for the English version, or you can see the Malay version first, then after I did the English version you can check your answers. Okay, so that's it from me. Bye bye.